love, pull me close. You'll never let me go.
Hey you guys, it's Nikki and I'm back with another video. I'm going to be talking about in this video God and Jesus' real name, original names. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, so let's get right into it. I wrote this the stuff down that I'm going to be saying in notes and stuff like that. So do not mind why she's looking down. I just have my notes right here. So okay. For start off, the original language of the Father is Aramaic Hebrew. The Bible was written in Hebrew, then translated to Greek and then English. So, if you go on Google and see, type in the first Bible, the first written Bible, what language it was, you guys will see it's Hebrew. And in Genesis 11, verse 1, chapter 11, verse 1, it states, at first, the people of the whole world had only one language and used the same words. So basically, right there, it says that back in the days of Noah, Adam and Eve, we only spoke one language. Well, they only spoke one language. So, yeah. Okay, so now, if you go online and search up, yeah, alright, it's at the end of the days of Noah. Yeah, in the days of Noah, what language did they spoke? You will see it was Hebrew, just as the Bible was originally written in Hebrew. Alright, so now, God has a Hebrew name, and his name is Yahuwah. Yahuwah. But it has been changed during the translations of mankind. Like I said, the Bible was first written in Hebrew, and then it changed during the generations. It changed from Hebrew, Greek to English. So yeah. Now Jesus' name is Yahshua, not Jesus or God. That's none of their names. That is not their names. They have taken the real name of the Father off and put it as God and his son as Jesus, and that is not their names. Like, you can search this up, seriously. Yahuwah and Yahshua are the original names. Now I'm going to break down the names, and I'm going to break down the names, and I'm going to say the meaning and character and nature of the names. You know, I'm going to say what does the name means, and you know, Yahuwah, Yahshua, and ElOHIM. So Yahuwah is God, you know, because that's how you guys know him, as God, and Yahshua as Jesus, and ElOHIM is basically meaning all three: the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to break down the names: Yahuwah, Yahshua, and ElOHIM. Like, you guys could really search this up. Okay, so Yahuwah. All right, so let me first start. There's alphabets. I'm going to put them right here. So there's alphabets, right? And these alphabets are the Father's alphabets, the original Hebrew alphabets of the Father. You know, during the time they changed it, just like the Bible was written in Hebrew, and then they changed it Greek and English, just like the alphabets was translated into, you know, Greek, modern, all that stuff now, you know. And ABC's D, E, F, G is not. It has nothing to do with the Father. It has absolutely nothing. That's just mankind who created that, and it's nothing has to do with the Father. But the Father has his original alphabets, and his alphabets have pictographs, names, and meanings to them, you know, and it's understandable. So I'm going to put right here the name, and then I'm going to put the alphabets. Okay, so in Hebrew, it's easy. Like, to read Hebrew is, like, me personally, I don't know how to speak it, but like, the words is easy to break down with the Father's alphabets, you know. And yeah, so it's very easy to break down the word with the Father's alphabets, you know. So Yahuwah. So you guys are probably like, why is she reading them from right to left? So this is how we supposed to read from right to left. So this is how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna put it right here, so as you guys can see right here. And okay, so now is Yod. Okay, so Yod is a picture of an arm and a hand, right? So, and then you see Hey is a picture of a guy worshiping, and Wah is a picture of a tent peg. And again, Hey is a man worshiping. So Yod, Hey, Wah, and Hey. So Yahuwah. So now I'm going to explain the alphabets, each of the alphabets and their meaning of his name. Okay, so in Hebrew they read from right to left. You guys are probably wondering, like, what are the pictures? Yeah, you read basically from right to left. You guys are gonna get it, you know. You just have to pray and ask the Father to lead you to truth. Okay, so now the meaning and the character about his name and what the Father's name represents. Okay, so now Yod is a picture of an arm and a hand, and it has to do with works and actions. In this case, it's what the Father does and the Father's works. So we see the next alphabet, which is Hey, is a picture of a man with arms raised. In this case, it represents the spirit of the Father. It seeks those who worship him in spirit, right? Okay, so Wah is a picture of a tent peg. Talks about securing a thing. In this case, it talks about Yahuwah pitching a tent with us. So pitching a tent with us is like building a relationship with us, you know. Okay, so you guys can see it right there. And now those are the meanings of the alphabets, you know. I'm going to, in the end of the video, I'm going to put the Father's alphabets, and you guys can screenshot and study them, you know. You guys could also look up this guy, ElOHIM. You know, he's a very anointed man of the Father, and I really recommend you to watch him. He will lead you to truth, you know. And yeah, he will lead you to truth. All right, so now Yahshua. So that was the Father's name, Yahuwah. So now Yahshua, the Son. So as you guys can see, is Yod a picture of an arm and a hand once again. Hey, a picture of a man worshiping. Wah is a tent peg. So now Shin is a picture of two front teeth. So now Ayin is a picture of an eye. So now I'm going to break them down, the alphabets. Okay, so Yod is a picture of an arm and a hand. In this case, it has to do with what Yahshua does. Yes. Hey. All right, so Hey, it has to do with worshiping Yahshua in spirit. So Wah is the picture of a tent peg. It has to do with pitching a tent with Yahuwah and Yahshua in spirit. So Chin, the picture of the two front teeth, in this case has to do separating the sheep from the goats. And the Father and the Son working in two. Okay, so now Ayin is a picture of an eye, and it has to do with Yahshua watching and knowing. Okay, so that's that. So now I'm going to go to ElOHIM. ElOHIM is the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Okay, so now it goes as Olive. Olive is a picture of an ox head. Then it goes Lamed is a picture of a staff. Then it goes to Hey, a picture of a man worshiping. Then it goes to Yod, is a picture of an arm and a hand. And then it goes to Mem, which is water. So now I'm going to break down the alphabets. So Aleph in this case is an ox head, and it has to do with Yahuwah being our headship, with the Father being our headship. So Lamed, it's a picture of a staff. In this case, it has to do with protecting the sheep. Okay, so now next is Hey, worship. It's a picture of a man worshiping. It has to do with Yahuwah seeking those who worship him in spirit and his works through Yahshua. Okay. Yod is a picture of an arm and a hand, and it has to do with his works and his own actions. Okay, so now Mem. Mem is a picture of water, and in this case, the blood of Yahshua to grant salvation to all creation. Let me read this again. Mem, a picture of water, in this case, the blood of Yahshua to grant salvation to all creation. Okay, so now, in the mind of Yahshua, a name is not just a name. You know, like people, you know, like let's say my name is Noelia. See, it's just a name. But to him, it's not just a name. It has a meaning, you know? So in the mind of Yahshua, the Son, a name is not just a name. It's something that reveals the true nature or character of a person or a place. You know where I'm getting at? Like the park, you know, the park is where, you know, people play and stuff like that. The park, and it's called the park because it reveals the character of what it is. You know what I'm trying to say? You know where I'm getting at, right? Okay, so no one has the Father's name but only the Father. Exactly. So like Yahuwah. So if you guys could see right there, boom, nobody has the names. Yahshua or Yahuwah, nobody in this world. See how there's more crystals, there's more Noelia, there's more Nikki, there's more, you know, other people have these names, but the Father and the Son, their names are very, very almighty, and it's very unique. Nobody has these names, you know. So at the same time right there, it shows you, like, you know how there's other peoples that in the world that is called Jesus, you know, like that's their name. Like, no, the Son name is not Jesus, it's Yahshua. You know, you have to really seek, and the Father will lead you to truth, you know, when you seek with pure heart, you know. Okay, so now, okay, in Philippians, chapter 2 verse 9. So let's go to Philippians chapter 2 verse 9. All right, chapter 2 verse 9. It says, for this reason God, Yahuwah. All right, so if you guys have the Bible, you know, and you guys want to start calling the Father by his real name, you know, you can start off by where it says God, writing his real name, or writing it down in a notebook and just trying to memorize it, trying to study it, you know. I'll say, all right, so I'm gonna just read it like this. For this reason God raised him to the highest place above and gave him the name that is greater than any other name. So it is greater than any other name, both of their names. So, you know, now you got to really look at it for what it is. You never heard of a person named Yahuwah or Yahshua. You heard of a person named probably Jesus. So right there, you have to notice something wrong. All right, so now calling the Father Lord, is it good or is it bad? Well, if you go on Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 26 through 27. So if you go on Jeremiah, right, chapter 23 verse 26 through 27. Okay, so right here, I got it. Okay, so 26. Okay, it says, how much longer will those prophets mislead my people with the lies they have invented? They think that the dreams they tell will make my people forget me, just as their fathers forgot me and turned to Baal. All right, so right there, now you see the word Baal, right? If you go on Google and you search up the word, you will see that Baal is considered as Lord, which is used for different gods. So, Lord, it's not a name. It's not a name. It's a name of a god, and we only should call God by his real name, which is Yahuwah. Not God, not Lord, not Jehovah, none of that. His real name is Yahuwah. You guys can really search this out. I'm not lying. Okay, now, the Father calls Satan the God of this world. So there is to show you that the Father name is not God. Why will he compare himself to Satan? Right. So you see that the Father does call Satan the God of this world. So why will he call Satan the God of this world? Why will he compare his holy name and put it to Satan is the God of this world? Like, you have to see it for what it is. God. He calls Satan the God of this world. Why would he compare his holy name, his name above all names, to Satan? It just doesn't make any sense, He had to really dig deep for this, Okay, so now, my question, should you keep saying these names, or should you start calling them by their original names, which is Yahuwah and Yahshua? And if it's hard for you to, to remember Yahuwah or Yahshua, you guys you could start by praying, asking the Father to, to help you stop saying God and Jesus. And you can also start by calling him ElOHIM, meaning all three, the Father, the Son, and the Spirit, Okay, so, and do not feel bad for, exactly. All right, do not feel bad for calling him God or Jesus, Don't think that, oh my God, I'm going to hell. Oh my God, the Father haven't been answering my prayers, or he haven't, No. The Father looks at your heart, and he knows that you don't know any better, He knows that it has been changed during generations, from his word. They taken it out, his real original name that we should be calling him, and he knows that. So, he looks at your heart. He doesn't look at, just because you call him God or Jesus. You understand what I'm trying to say? He doesn't look at that. He looks at the heart, But now that you know the truth, that I've told you his original names, now it's up to you either to keep calling him God or Jesus, or call him by his original name. Now, if someone knew your real, this is an example that I put. If someone knew your real name and kept calling you another, will you appreciate that, knowing that the person knows your real name and still calling you another? I personally, if let's say my name is Noelia, and my friend keeps calling me Naomi, and she knows my name is Noelia, but she just likes Naomi, I wouldn't like that, because I would like to be called by my original name, So just as the Father, we should call him by his original Hebrew name, Yahuwah as the Father, and the Son as Yahshua, and all three ElOHIM, meaning the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Okay, there's no other names but Yahuwah and Yahshua and ElOHIM. So we shouldn't be calling him God, Jesus, Jehovah. We shouldn't be calling him that, But you should pray and ask the Father to help you with this, and he will. He will. Trust me, he will. And we should call them now that we know the truth, by their original names, Yahuwah, Yahshua, and ElOHIM, meaning all three. And that's the end of the video, you guys. But my point here, I just wanted it to share it to you guys, the Father's original name. He have been putting it in my heart, for I don't know, but he knows, and you know, he wants that person, or you know, if there's multiple persons, to start calling him by his original name, you know. And you guys, like I said, there's this guy, ElOHIM. He is an anointed man of the Father, and he does have the spirit of the Father in him. Like, you could see from his videos, from where he started to how he then grew. Like, you could see the spirit, the light in this man. Like, what he speaks is truth. You know, we're supposed to be of one mind, not all Christians or Catholic, all different. No, we're supposed to be on one mind. The Father says we're one mind, you know. So there you go, there you have it. And may Yahuwah bless you guys, and just pray and ask him to reveal, you know, his name to you. You guys, if you feel like this is new to you and you're like, I don't know, you know, should I believe it, should I not, you know, just pray about it, and trust me, he will answer. So bye, you guys.
You'll never let me go. I'm safe